What's up? So I was just watching this podcast about it's called "Dating Rules Every Man Needs to Know" by Blaine Anderson, and it's a Chris Williamson podcast. And basically, she was giving dating advice to men from the perspective of a woman. And at the very start of the podcast, Chris is like, "So why should a man take? Why should a man take dating advice from a woman? Why would you listen to a fish on how to fish?" And she basically says, just because I'm different, just because I have a different perspective. And you know what? So what she's saying throughout this podcast is pretty true, right? So she's saying all the, the basic red pill stuff, work on yourself, get your posture right, be assertive, say all this shit. The whole thing is basically do this long grocery list of shit. Like, you gotta walk on eggshells. You gotta say the right things. You gotta make a great first impression. You can't fuck up at all. You can't post selfies on Tinder. We already know that. But women can post selfies on Tinder. Like, every single woman posts selfies on Tinder. It's women don't have to do any of this. Like, this woman doesn't have to do any of this crap, but she's telling you to do it. And again, she's not wrong, but it's funny. Women, and she said something like men and women have it equally hard. Like, bitch, what the fuck are you even talking about? Like, you have no idea what it feels like to get rejected, to have to do all this crap to get a like, I don't want to do this, man. I don't want to fucking, like, the average woman is not fucking worth it. Like, you're not fucking worth it. You're not worth my time. I go to the gym, I eat healthy. You probably eat fucking junk. You put on some fucking makeup. You don't have to fucking approach a man. You don't have to say the right shit. She doesn't even fucking... She gives advice on what to say to a woman. Just go up and say, I think you were pretty. That doesn't work, you dumb bitch. Like, she doesn't even fucking know that doesn't work. It doesn't work with women. Like, you can't ask a fucking fish on how to fish. You're pretty. Like, she's a pretty woman. She's never struggled. She's in a relationship. She doesn't have to do any of this, but she's telling us, do all this crap. Like, I don't know, man. It's like, dude, I don't want a woman if it's this fucking hard, if it's this much work. If I have to get rejected a million times, it's like, dude, it's crazy. I don't want to fucking participate in this shit. I get that you have to approach a woman, but man, men are getting rejected more than ever. Women's standards are so high because of dating apps. Like, it's just ridiculous, man. Women have no empathy or understanding of what men go through. Like, they don't understand we have to have a good job. We have to be fit, physically good looking. We have to actually go to the gym. They just put on makeup and they pick. She said it herself, man. You know, a man's job is to have a career, have charisma, work on himself, be good looking, be assertive, all this shit. And a woman just has to choose. A man has to fight for a woman, and a woman just has to pick the right guy. And I'm just sick of this shit, man. Like, I'm fucking sick of this. I don't, like, it's like, the options are, be a bitch, right? Like, work on yourself, get women that don't deserve you, that don't see you, that think they can do better than you, that they don't want the average man anymore, man. They have their standards are ridiculous and they expect so much shit. You're not fucking worth it. Like, seriously, man. You're not fucking worth it. Like, oh my god. Our options right now are either you either work on yourself, you become what they want, and or you just go your own way, man. That's your option, You get sex, you get love when you do all this shit, when you go through enough, when you say all the right shit, and she finally goes on a date with you, and you pass all her shit tests. You learn to speak to women, man. You do all this shit women never had to do. And people might say, we always had to, men have to work hard, man. You just gotta work hard, dude. This is just like minimum wage and like the cost of living. It's going up. We're paying more for less. You know, women's inflation is going up because they can use makeup and shit to raise their value. So men have to match that. Women's value has gone up. The average woman can just make herself from like a 4 out of 10 to a 6 or 7. What do you think that does, man? She requires a fucking 7 out of 10, man. A man can't just turn himself into a fucking 7 out of 10 overnight. He has to go to the gym. He has to work on his confidence and charisma. He has to have a good job to be a fucking 7 out of 10. Dude, I swear to God, man. The way it is, man, like, I straight up despise women these days, man. I know that not all women are like this, I think. I know there's women that go for guys that are just fucking average, that have a good heart and soul, that, they met naturally or something, but most women these days, even fucking average to below average, expect all these things because they have too many options. They don't fucking deserve it. I don't know, man. It's just my incel shit for the day. Like, I'm just tired of fucking. I don't want to work for you. I don't want to do all this shit for you. You never gave me anything back. I don't want to work hard for a prize that never wanted me in the first place. God, I fucking hate women. I swear to God, dude.